So then we will continue by talking about mapping vehicle types in QuickBooks.
Yes, we can go ahead and map a vehicle type in QuickBooks. Essentially what your first step is going to be is to identify the inventory account, which is the asset account, the sales account, which is the income account, and the cost of goods sold account. We need all three of those created in QuickBooks to map to EverLogic for the one inventory item, vehicle type. All right, so we will start with going to QuickBooks. Pull it up here. We want to go to the gear icon and pull up the Products and Services tab. Here we can create the items I just listed, the inventory, sales, and COGS. We go ahead and select Products and Services. And here to create a new one, we would just select New from the top menu. And then we go ahead and select Non-Inventory. On the product service information window, we're going to go ahead and name the item, and we're going to name this one Inventory RV Used. Okay. Then we would go down to the income account and select the account from the chart of accounts that you want this to go to. Essentially, this would be, again, an inventory asset item. So we're going to look under our assets on the chart of account to see if anything lines up to meet that standard. So from here, I'd want to go ahead and select Inventory Serialized Used for our Inventory RV Used item. And also, that's the income part of that. I want to also select the same thing for my expense part. Save and close. And one item is completed. We're going to have to go ahead and select the other two items, the sales and the cost of goods sold. So let's do the sales next. Again, we're going to go ahead and select non-inventory. Name it. I'm going to name this Sales RV Used. Going to my income account, I'm going to look for an income account that will be in that kind of category. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and select Sales for this item, and I will go ahead and select Sales again for the expense portion of it. Go ahead and save that. Last, I have to go ahead and set up the cost of goods sold, RV used item. Again, new, non-inventory, cost of goods sold, RV used. Selecting my income account once again. So we'll look for cost of goods sold, serialized inventory. Same for the expense. Again, cost of goods sold, serialized inventory. Select and save and close. So we have our three items created now. So they are all created in QuickBooks. So now we would need to go over to EverLogic, and then you're going to want to go to Office Operations, Set Map Codes. You can try to decipher which category that might be found where. I like to open the whole thing up and look at it from a very large standpoint. All you have to do is drag the Found Where action button into the menu, and it opens every map code up for you to review. I'm looking for my RV used. Now, I've been told that the RV is going to be a park model. So we're going to select Park Model Used for our RV. And once I find that, I'm going to go ahead and select the QB item column on that line item. It's going to appear a new window to edit my Park Model Used. It's going to have an option for an asset account, an income account, and a cost of goods account that I just created in QuickBooks. So we're going to go ahead and change this. We're going to go ahead and change it over to the ones we just created. So I'm looking for asset account is going to be that inventory RV used. So, and again, they're in alphabetical order. You can type it in or you can scroll. Again, we're going to look for sales RV used right there in the list, and COGS RV used. If it is not in the list, then it has not been created in QuickBooks, and you'll have to go back to QuickBooks to check on that. Hit OK, and you will get a window that appears that wants to confirm that this is what you want to do. You want to map this item in QuickBooks. This is not an error code. This is not going to stop you from mapping your item over. This is just to say, hey, you're going to make a big change in EverLogic. Are you sure? And all we have to do is type in our reason, initial mapping. You can put your initials with it. You're already logged under your username, so it captures it there. It has to be eight characters. So as long as we have 8 characters, we can record that as the reason we're making the change. And before you end this, you have to go ahead and hit the save button under the map codes menu right here. Okay, make sure you do that. You're going to want to close it out before you utilize it so that the system can refresh. And now you are available to go ahead and use the new item inventory.